Hello and welcome to part 9 of the series where we're building lots of trains and buses and everything that's kind of similar to those. And in this part, I've pressed space. Has that affected anything? No, it hasn't. In this part, we are going to look at building a railway from Warnpool all the way down to this city down here, Proningpool Falls. So what we'll do first, I think we're going to try it a little bit of a different way. Let's create the station in Proningpool Falls, and we'll go between the different stations first. So, I think here, there's two things we could do. Actually, let's do this. We're going to do quite a bit of development in Proningpool Falls. Let's even out all this section. Ooh, bye-bye budget, bye-bye money. Oh, we've got 2 million, what do I care? Right, let's even out all this, and let's build a station here. Because we're actually not going to lose any population that way. So, get rid of these little bits here. 2, 3, 4. That's where the road needs to be. So let's move this in a bit more. Because what we'll also do is give the town enough space to expand on the opposite side. And we'll also have a ferry which goes across to... Was it Reddingstone? Yes. Reddingstone. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to minimize the desktop again. There's one of those every episode now. It's a common thing, isn't it? And I have turned the setting off, which was affecting it last time, which is all the more bizarre for me. Right, so here's the station. We're going to have single-sided platforms there. And here. Island in the middle. And then how are we going to do this one? We haven't done a covered station yet, so let's do that. But let's do them back here. And what we will do is we will populate the middle of the station. So we can have CRT boards. Look how that station's gone. Right, buffers, plants that you can't even see because of the bridge. CTA boards. You can have displays either side like that, and we'll just have lights at the end. So that's Proningpool Falls Station. Now we can make the dockway here. That'd make sense, wouldn't it? And now what we could do is, I'm going to use the hovercraft. What did we call this? Was it Fex's Ferries? Fex Ferries. Get out of the way. Fex Ferries. We'll do a hoverboard. Hovercraft route. Oh, what the hell? Too far from previous destination. No. You have to go via these boys. The boys are back in town. There you go. That'll do. We'll call it Fex Ferries 2. There we go. That at least can start off the Proningpool Falls town development. So we can build the railway out this way. And it'll very sharply have to come around. Let's build on there. Start the process of this turn. Okay, so that's where it's going to be. Now, what do we do? Where do we build? How is it going to work? These are all questions I'm about to answer for you. Are there any towns we should pick up? The only town that I can really see, which we have to go through, is this one, because it's 1,000 population, and this one's also 1,000. So we should probably, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, we'll do that. There is a mountain here, so are we going to... Where's the best way to get to this? Are we just going to go under it? No, we should probably go around here. And maybe like tunnel under there. Yeah, so what we'll do is this then. So it can be a coastline down here. So we'll come around this mountain. And then we can have a local station here. How are we going to work this in? Actually, with this hill here only being one block high, what we'll do is we will plan this station first. So let's get rid of these little bits here. Let's plan that's where it'll be for one of the platforms. And then if we flatten this section, what we could do is this actually, which would probably be a bit nicer. We'll have a tunnel there. So that'll be the tunnel. Oops. I'll do this section here. This platform could be lipped like that. So if we had the platform there, and we are making them 3 long, aren't we? So that's 3 there, and that's 3. So then we can make it come down here, like that. And then we'll tunnel under the last section. That's to try not spoil the land too much. There we go. Get rid of those, just trim those edges. Right, so that's what we could do. The one thing that I've just noticed, apart from the desktop, is that we now cannot put a bridge up there, so the road bridge will have to come around here, which isn't too much of a problem, to be honest. Right, so we'll get our railway back, and we'll construct this now towards the first express stop on the route. Should be down here. Which will be Dunfingfield. Well, to be honest, there's going to be 2 types of routes, I imagine. In fact, thinking of routes for a second. Well, actually, I think we should have 3 different services on here, which are kind of a little bit sparser. A fast, semi-fast, and stopping service. So semi-fast ones would stop in places like Tendinghattan and such. So I mean, this one here is a bit in between, really. So this one will be a semi-fast station. We'll have full-on expresses, which will just service the 3 main stations along the route. On top of that, here looks like it'd actually be the best place for the station. So 5, that's 5 long, isn't it? Yes, it is. The semi-fast stations can just be in this design, where we just have 2 platforms. There we go. And then we will section those off. Hang on, was that 5? Need 1 more there just to incorporate the signal in. And then we will demolish that and use this to tunnel underneath the junction and connect those 2 villages. There we go. Let's just take a second to signal this area. So we'll build a station first, and what we'll do is we'll assume that the station would take into account that there's a tunnel already there. Must remove railway track first. That's because it's the wrong direction. And we'll have the footbridges go underneath the station like that. Those here. And then we'll just end those like that. Right, so our entry signals, the exit ones for the start of the platform, same for the opposite side, and then 5 long, and then 5 long. Let's just tidy that up. Why did it stop there? I mean, that's what I wanted anyway, but... Oh, maybe it's because there was a junction. But yeah, that probably is what it is, isn't it? Okay. Single-sided platforms for this one. I should expect start them there actually. So that side. In this scenario, for the city and its real life implications, we would presume that because it's a smaller station, they would just use this bridge here. So there's a long walk around if you want the other platform. I'll give them both a ticket office. That makes sense. Right, so then there would be that'd be a path signal, as with that. That would be a normal signal. We'd have one there, one here, one here. Okay, so that's about right. And then 5 and 5. Oh no, it's in the wrong type of signal. Does that mean it's in the wrong type of signal here as well? No, I don't think it has. Okay, that's good. Right. What was the thing I learned before? Control. If I press control, it should turn them all back, shouldn't it? Yes, there we go. And let's add in the stations signaling. That's not even going to be used anymore because it's off the road network. How busy does the station become? 900 passengers, and they all want to go to Nunnington. Why do they want to go to Nunnington? What's in Nunnington? That's interesting. So this route's about to become a whole lot busier. Let's have a look. Have they trickled through yet to Nunnington? Nope. Right, that's something to bear in mind. I don't know why Nunnington's so popular. Maybe it's the granny shuttle bus that's doing it. Oh, Biddy Bus 2. Why are they bunched together? Is that one late? Oh, one of them's late. It'll catch up. Right. So at least that section of the railway is currently completed. So next we'll be going up to Runhattan. This here, Traberg, is quite a big town. If we could intersect that, I'd be quite happy. Is that possible? I think it is. If we tunnel under here. Yeah, just possible, isn't it? But it would be a smaller stop on the route. Let's have a tunnel there. And then we can do that. And it would give the express trains a good opportunity to pass the stopping one as well, actually, because there's a tunnel just before it. And then can come this way. Let's build our road bridge. Just put these ones in manually. And then we'll connect that back up to there. One more signal there should do it. This one will have to be a path signal. And then we'll build this station. Ooh, oh dear, I've put an oversight in there, so we'll just have to do that instead. So that it's 3 tiles long. And then we'll give these a shelter. Let's presume that because it's higher in the mountains, it's going to rain more. It's an accurate presumption, isn't it? That's something that normal people think when they're playing these kind of games. Right, then we can start building the station here, just so we know what we're aiming for. Well, sorry guys, you're gonna have to move out. You need to flatten the land underneath your house. But on the plus side, I mean, you know, your town's getting a new train station, so it can't be too bad. I've done so much demolishing in this town that it has become, well, sparser populated than the stopping station we've just done. Oh dear. But we will treat this as, well, I suppose we could Yeah, it doesn't really have to be a semi-fast station, does it? Yeah, this one's now a stopping station. Like, you know, it's only serviced by the stopping trains, opposed to being one that every train stops at. Cool. That's how it goes. That's the way the news goes. And then we'll carry on our trail of spade digging down here. Go around that village. So then eventually we'll come around here. Just flatten that. And then we're coming back to the main line you see here. So if we just provide this area with somewhere to build out from, and then we'll just put one more junction back here. It's all looking good. We're nearly connected back. Here we go. Signals. That's fine. That one's a path signal, and this is that one. End of the platform signals there. We can have footbridges on this one. So put a footbridge there and one at the other side. And we'll have the gritty old shelters. That's their punishment for becoming too small to be an express station. The weight in the shattering cold. Then we'll come in this valley. We'll just flatten that little bit of land. Not enough for a tunnel really, is there? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. One there, one here. A lot quicker than expected, I have to say. But there's our rail route. So we have, well, I'm only 15 minutes in, just over, so we might as well add the trains to the network. Let's go to the starting station. We're just having a check over to make sure everything's okay. Let's get this depot. And let's choose what trains we're going to be using. Now, a bit of bias here, but I'm a fan of the 125s. But I can't see where it is. There it is. I'm sure there's another one. That's the train I'm looking for. But I'm sure there's another version. There it is. Right. So this can be our express train. It's going to use the full 5 platforms as well. So Drinley, it's literally just going to be Warnpool with a stop in Proningpool Falls. And these are all going to be non-stop. In fact, I'm going to take one of those carriages away. Yeah, just one of them, just to make it accelerate a little quicker, because it does not need all those carriages when we've just built the route. Maybe later on we'll find it necessitative to add that carriage back on. Here we are. So that's the express one. Let's put the other 2 services in. So what are we going to use? Turbo Star would be a good idea. Or we're going to use a Voyager. A Voyager isn't really set for this type of route. Let's use Turbo Stars. So we'll have one which is a stopping service. With this one, we'll basically have these units. So we'll have a 3-car version, which is the stopping service for every station. And then we will just literally make that same train and double it as the semi-fast. In fact, do we even need a semi-fast station train? Well, actually, yeah, I think we do. So that's the stopping service. Just means that it accelerates quicker without those carriages on, you see. And then we'll make one more, which is the semi-fast service, which is literally going to be that. And then for this one, so here, here, and there. Did I make this one stop in Traberg? Yes, I did. These all need to be non-stop. And away we go. Are they all auto-filling? Yes, yes. And did I do it with this one? Yes, I did. Oh, hey. Right. Okay. There's our trains. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We will focus on the express one. What are we going to call these? We'll call this the Falls line, because this is Proddingpool Falls, and that's the way we were doing it. So this section is going to be called the Falls line. So we'll call the train, the express one, the Falls Express. Falls Express. Falls Express. We'll have Falls stopping. And Falls semi fast. No, I'm not calling it the Falls semi. Right. This one's just coming back to its original location. This one can stop in each station for 6 days. Brilliant. It's going to make us so much money! And it's going to connect a lot of things up as well. So send that back to the depot. Where's it going? Why's it going to Warmpool Depot? You've got a perfectly good depot there. Have I cut it off for some reason? I haven't cut it off. There is no reason for it not to use that depot. What have I done? I'm very trusting of this game. I know it'll be my fault in some way. Let's try just removing that signal. It must have been that signal. It must have registered it differently for some reason. Right, okay. So, let's do this. How many of these are we going to have? I would say we could do with 3. There we go. So Falls Express 1, restart, start date 31st of August. Check this one quickly. Yes. And then that one. Yep, happy with that. Might as well set them off. We've got the room in the station for it. Is that one late already? No, it's not. Oh no! Come back! Everyone back to the depot, including you. Oh no. This is a disaster. I forgot to put it back to the start. No, get in there. You are not to move. You do not move until we say to move, yes? Right. No. Put that back. Back you go. And this time we'll actually start you from your first station, because that would be a very good idea. Right, control start date. That will be the 6th of October. Do that. You are now the 24th of the 11th. And you are now. Yes, that's correct. So now we can go. Go, go, Gadget Express train. Get in there. And this one is just in time to be serviced as well. So once you're finished, you're going back to that depot. Don't you think about going back down that line. Brindley for 6. Yeah, you can stop everywhere for 6 as well, because you're a semi-fast train. 6, 6, 6, and 6. How many of these should we have? I'm debating having 3 as well. I don't know whether we should have more or less of them, because they should be the most popular route, because we don't really need these ones servicing as much. But I'd say 4 of these and 3 local. It's not going to be a lot though. No, 4 of these. Let's see where this train is when it sets off, because that'll give us a good indication as to what happens with 3. So it's coming to Warmpool now. Let's have a look. So it's servicing in Warmpool. Now it's on to Proddingpool Falls. Yeah, 4 is going to be, I think, perfect for that. So let's call this one the Falls Semi-Fast. Oh man, I should have called it Gravity Falls Line, shouldn't I? Right, okay. This one's going to be called, I'll put this down. This can be Gravity Falls Junction. There you are. Someone wanted a Gravity Falls name, and that one can be because it's on a hill and that's the Falls Line. That's Gravity Falls Junction. There you go. Hope you're happy. Right. Falls Semi-Fast. And well, that could be number 1. It's already in its section, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So they all are. And I'll probably forget and check for the next one anyway. Let's reset the late counter. Start date, please. You can be the 25th. You can start on Christmas Day. What a merry man I am. That is good, but I have forgot to put a second one on there, so go and reset that. It'll be the 29th now. Just pause that for a second, and let's just check that your next one's going to be in order. So, 29th of the 7th. See, why is that the 29th of the 7th? 18th of the 9th. 8th of the 11th. It's kind of done it the opposite way around, hasn't it? Let's reset the late counter. If I can try this again. Control start date. Let's try that. 30th. Are they sharing the same date? Them orders? Yes, they are. End of shared orders. Let's quickly just do this because I'm lazy. Do that and send you back. And let's clone your trains again. Not allowed while paused, that's fair enough. Reset. Start date can be 1st of January 2015. Or the 11th. So then if we do that, then you are 11th of the 8th. Why? Why is it... No, I can't work this out. Okay, so... Is it because it's paused? Right. Right. Let's think what we can do. Oh, I know why. Because I've not... Oh, man. Seriously. Let's try that again. Well done, Chris. So now it's going to work. Obviously. Oh, well done me. I get a big gold medal for being special. Well done. Go me. I worked it out all by myself. Are you proud of me, Mum? You should be proud of me. Come on. Oh, you're not going to be proud of me now, are you? Right. Now you can start these routes. There we go. Now I'm happy. Look, I'm happy. See? Well, you can't see, but I am smiling. So I am definitely happy. You can get rid of Falls Express because that one's done. Where's this stopping train? It's going to Warmpool, so I'm just going to wait anyway. Oh dear. Oh dear. Another thing that I forgot to do. Oh, bugger it. Need converting. Well, do you know what it is, guys? I'm going to end this episode just here because I think the combination of me being me and me having a cold has meant I've made a few tiny errors which have accumulated to be this being a more complicated video than it should have been. So, in the next part, I will fix this stopping service, which is clearly going to be affected because, no, it does not need a 308-day timetable between these two stations, so we'll fix that. But on a positive note, we have built an entirely new railway line and completed it. And we have express trains and semi-fast services running along the route. We have some new towns to add to our collection of places that passengers want to go between. We've got 3,500 passengers here. And for some reason, 650 want to go to Meeborn, the place that we said that we didn't have any demand before. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, all that kind of stuff. So we have a lot more to investigate. So now we've built this route. In the next part, we will look to see how these towns are going to work into our system. where passengers are going to want to go to those towns, and how we can build those routes in to mean that basically we get the most money out of the passengers that are going to use our system. So the next episode is going to look pretty interesting.